Hey, what is going on, everybody? What is going on, everybody? My name is Sinister Pixel. Talking gibberish in the pre-recorded adventures yet again. We are still going through the motions of the pre-recorded adventures. This is actually the last episode that I'll be doing on them. So yeah, like next episode I'll be back to live commentary. Will be quite nice. In the last part, we completely trashed that room we were in back there.
What is it?
And
some pretty weird things to say, huh?
Yeah, we're kind of just going through the motions.
You said that yourself.
Yeah, I guess.
And here we have 2B like literally denying the thing that she's been saying for like half of this now. Like, oh, if the machines have feelings, and 9S is like, no, they don't. Now, role reversal. I think 2B is in denial. Like, it is kind of obvious she knows there's something going on. And there's another one of those things we can't access. I don't know what they are. But yeah, we're just kind of leaving the castle, and like, I love the view here. I actually took a moment to just kind of appreciate it because it was so nice. Like the fireworks and everything. It is Disneyland. It was very clear what it's based on. And hostiles, but yeah.
This thing is awfully verbose for a machine.
So this is a little bit strange. So I decided to go to the village because I'm starting to, obviously, you know my opinion on this. I think the machines aren't actually evil. I think we're being misinformed here. So I decided to be a little bit curious, and I just kind of follow this guy. Which I'm wondering if I could have accessed this before, if this was closed off before. And yeah, this is kind of like a follow mission. I missed the shinies because I feel like he's not going to stop for me, but like later on I find out he does stop for me, but I just don't go back for them. Like, he just goes at your pace. It's quite good. And we leave the amusement park, go into like the sort of Black Forest area again.
What's that?
Oh, right. You wouldn't have seen that before. They're sending supplies up from Earth to the moon and the bunker. There are no spare parts or fuel in space, after all.
Huh.
So yeah, there's that. We're basically just following this robot now. There's not a lot that is really happening. I decided I'm going to take this shiny and get a nice little crystal for my troubles. But yeah, this is something I didn't expect to come across something like this so soon.
They originally came here from outer space, right?
Well, there are a few theories about that, but no one knows for sure. Hard to tell what an alien is thinking, you know?
And like that again is just backing up the whole point. Like, they have no interest in attacking the bunker. They're not invaders. And we get camera back. And isn't this a sight to behold? Machines just waving white flags at us. And welcome to the machine village.
They all have white flags.
Looks like they really don't want to fight.
This guy won't talk to us anymore, so I just go ahead and go talk to Reddy McReddington over here.
Before we begin, there's something you must understand. We are not your enemies.
And I'm gonna kind of take a
We can't trust anything the machines say.
backtrack in like talking a little bit, just so you can hear what they're saying.
My name is Pascal.
So yeah.
I'm the leader of this village. Those who reside here desire nothing more than to live a peaceful existence. Look around for yourself. You'll see that it's true.
So we just go off and we talk to a few of the locals. I don't talk to many of them, just a couple. And yeah, like This is why I wish you could hear the commentary most of all, because I'm actually like freaking out over this. Because one, my guess was correct. And I actually found out relatively quickly my guess was correct. So I just decided I'm going to talk to him and see what's happening. And yeah, it turns out the guy from the resistance camp, the woman we spoke to earlier, I can't remember her name, that's what I'm going to call her from now, that's her name, is actually working with these machines, which I don't know why these machines would assist the destruction of their own kind, but I found a robot with makeup here. Jean-Paul, which I immediately assumed was like some sort of like robot makeup artist. I don't know how robots even got their hands on makeup. Like, how frequently does a robot have to do its makeup? So that looks kind of smeared, so I'd say, I mean, I'm a man, so I don't really wear a lot of makeup. It's not typically a very guy thing. But I decided to talk to this guy with a hat, and he's a bit weird. He's kind of like sort of a neck beard machine. Like, this is the guy who uses Reddit. Everyone knows one. I am actually also a guy who uses Reddit, so Redditors, please don't get angry at me. Yeah. And yeah, like, people are just saying like, oh, go find out about Jean-Paul. And it says, oh, there's even a Jean-Paul villager in this fan in this village. And I was like, yeah, I just spoke to her. So I decided to go down and just have a little chat. Again, it's one of those things, I might accept a side quest. If it's not out of my way, I'll do it, like if I'm going to that area anyway. And they ask us to go to deliver the letter to Jean-Paul. Which, to be fair, I said nothing out my way, but I'm pretty sure the solution to this puzzle was here, and I just didn't bother. The solution to this quest was here, and I didn't bother. I think it's a multi-story quest. So apparently there was someone in the desert who wanted to get to him first, so I might go back later. I see a dead body here. My immediate assumption is you can attack these machines. I'm willing to bet. I obviously didn't try it, but I think this person got here and tried to attack these guys, and it probably did not end too well for them. Yeah, and there's quite a few dead bodies around here, dead androids.
Excuse me, can you have a moment? Please, I need your help.
And since she called us a Timura, and she's got a big old white bow. And I said, yeah, I'll help you find your little sister. And yeah, it's one of those things. I assume I'll go back to the desert eventually. But yeah, it's not going to be something that side quests I'm not going to focus too much on if they're going to take me really off the beaten path.
Still, it's pretty funny to hear machines talk about siblings. Do you think she just means they were built at the same factory or something?
Maybe.
And 2B is very dismissive right now. Like, if I was 2B, I'd be asking so many questions, but I guess I'm not like the android waifu that everyone desires. I'm sorry. I can understand if that makes you want to unsubscribe to me, finding out that I'm not actually an Android waifu IRL, but I am proud of who I am. And go fuck yourself, basically. Don't actually go fuck yourself, guys. I love you. No homo. So I just decided to leave the village. And I'm kind of like, can I go off the beaten path here? No, I've got to stay on it. But the... but the town is right here. And I'm like, oh, that's a bit of a deep fall, so I don't want to go there. Pick up my shinies, because you know about me and my shinies. And I've noticed there's a big barrier here, so I'm like, oh, that's no problem. I'll just climb through one of these buildings. And, oh no, maybe, I think I sussed out the fact there'd probably be invisible walls on them immediately.
Operator 60 to 2B. Time for your regularly scheduled contact.
2B here. What's wrong?
Oh. There's this operator I kind of liked, but when I asked her out, she turned me down.
And I gotta say, I did kind of laugh at this a little bit.
Honestly, 2B, I don't know how I'm supposed to go on living.
I am definitely not the person to discuss this.
Like, she's being a little bit melodramatic.
Spending one more day in this bunker.
Like,
You leaving would be bad for me.
the number
It was that
of
mission
people I've been
efficiency.
rejected by is like, yeah, no. I don't ask out work colleagues anyway.
All
It's
Model B combat units require the
No.
assistance of an operator. So,
2B?
yeah, no. Never ask out someone you work with, guys. My life advice: if you kind of like someone that you work with, after you stop working with them, sure, you can build a healthy friendship with them as well. That's no problem. But you don't wanna, if you pardon the term, you don't want to eat where you shit. So, Sinister Pixel's life advice: don't date people you work with. More information can be found in my autobiography, which does not exist. But for now, I'm trying to find the settlement, and again. But eventually I managed to find it, and everything is alright. So I talked to and I'm like, hey, Pascal gave me this part. Now you tell me, Missy, why are you why on earth are you eloping? I don't think that's the proper use of the term eloping. But why on earth are you having some hanky-panky with Pascal over there? I think you owe us an explanation. And I think that's very unprofessional. You've got a job to do here, and your first job is...
What do you think?
He just started transmitting.
And
to
like,
us
Pascal's
directly.
interrupting me as well, because he's an
We're
asshole.
not a threat?
Or
Your mouth
she.
can say anything it wants, but you still don't have a heart.
I suppose that's
And like,
technically accurate.
9S is just
Well,
fucking
you're free to
savage.
visit our village whenever you like.
So I'm kind of like, okay, I guess let's go back to the village. Sorry if you can hear my chair. As I said, it's broken. Need to get a new one very badly. It does this thing, which I think it's happened a few times when I've live streamed with Facecam, where it will just sink on its own, and it's the most uncomfortable thing in the world. I need to get a new one. Like, very badly. But that can wait, because right now I'm not going to do like an order while I'm recording. It still bothers me that 2B trips once you run through bushes. Like, you're supposed to be like a superpowered android, and like you get defeated by a bush. So I'm kind of like, okay, this is how I get back in. Which way do I go? I decide I'm going to try around here again. Then I realise There ain't no jump in that. And yeah, I kind of get a little bit confused, like how the fuck. I look down there and I think I see something shiny, and I'm thinking maybe I can get down from over there. But there's an invisible wall here, so I'm thinking, okay, maybe I'm not supposed to go down there yet. I try jumping again, do a bunch of flips and all that tasty stuff. And then I notice, oh, there's a rickety bridge over there. Well, apparently I didn't notice it yet. I was like checking for like a manhole or something. Which, to be fair, looking back on it, if I'd just gone to look for that manhole again, easiest way to get back there. But I couldn't remember where it was. So I decided I'm going to climb over this rickety bridge and like, yeah, I'll find it. Definitely. And I'm like, oh, let's look around here. I found a shiny, which is quite nice. I'm like, okay, maybe I'll just climb over these rocks. That seems logical. Me not being the smartest cookie ever. Yeah. Me not being the smartest cookie ever kind of falls into a pit. A pit where there are loads of machines. So I'm like, oh, whatever, I'll just like walk past them. These things aggro on me, and I'm like, okay, let's fight it. And I realize this thing's level is more than twice my level. I'm like, I am not supposed to be here. 100% not. So I'm kind of like, I'll just fight this guy, whatever. It'll be a good experience, if anything. And it takes me a little while. I'm not gonna lie, it does take me a little while. Especially because I just don't really like do anything. I even just stood there and took a hit because I went a little bit absent-minded for a second. He dies, and I'm like, I'll take your loot, but I ain't really gonna do that shit again. So I'm like, I'll run this way. There's probably a way up this way. There's a load of light here, and more androids, more machines. So I'm just kind of like, yep, excuse me, excuse you, get out of here. And there is a bit of a freak show occurring over here. Run over like, oh, I can get out here. I got a tree seed, and I'm just kind of like, yeah, maybe not the best place to be. So I'm like, yeah, let's just run past these guys, and I'm kind of like sweating at this point, honestly. If you've ever seen that scene from the Incredibles, a great film, by the way, I loved it as a kid. Still love it now, I haven't watched it in a few years. Where Dash is getting chased by the things which have like literal axe-based propellers. I try and call a lift while I'm getting brutally attacked. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that, where he's like running over water and gets surrounded by two of them. And yeah, actually this reminds me a little bit of the Jurassic Park game for the SNES, where there were those 3D shooter segments. And yeah, you kind of like, got chased down by dinosaurs, and you hid in the lift, and you opened the lift on another floor, and there was a dinosaur right in the face, so you just close the lift again. I was a little bit cowardly when it came to video games when I was younger. And so I'm going to climb back up, see whereabouts it spat me out, and wouldn't you know it, get all the way up, and to my surprise, well, to my surprise it was a shiny, but to my surprise, I'm actually even lower. And I'm like, fuck. I have to climb back through there, do I? But I see there's a ledge there, and I'm just kind of like, yeah. Just jump over the waterfall, grab my shinies, and go. So there's a little bit of pottering about in this part. Don't really get a lot done. I did decide I'm going to investigate that like building thing, just to see if there's like a long way around. But honestly, I'll tell you now, didn't really come to much fruition. I just kind of ended up wasting a little bit of time. Wasted so much time like 9S just got a little bit bored of me and stopped following me. Oh, there he is. I noticed there's a robot there. I'm like, I don't know if that's passive or aggressive, but I decided to look through here. Just see if I can find anything. There are a few shinies here, so it wasn't like a totally wasted journey. But I kind of give it a bit of a scour, and there's not a lot here. I like what this place looks like, though. It's pretty cool how it's like a shopping mall. Or something like that. And it's just like all dead and like... But I kind of decide... Well, actually there's nothing really around here. I tried jumping through stuff, but my good old friend the invisible wall, this game really likes those invisible walls. They come back into play and they're like, you tried to make me go to rehab. I said no, no, no. And I can't actually access this lift yet because the lift said no, no, no about opening and going to rehab, actually. I notice there's a hole there, but I'm not entirely convinced that's the thing I should be messing about with. So, grab all my shinies, my I can't access this right now box. I love those things, they're my favourite. And I decide I'm going to go out, and I'm going to have another look around. Or do I? No, I think this is actually where I called it. So yeah, I guess thanks a lot for watching the pre-recorded adventures. Next episode it will be live commentary. And I will see you guys next time. And that dude aggroed on me. And I got a little bit scared. And so I decided I was going to come back here. And I was going to hide in the bushes till the next episode. See you guys then.